You know, one of my favorite sayings is, you don't know what you don't know. Well, about maybe 30 years ago, after playing backgammon for about 20 years, I figured out that there were some things in this game I didn't understand because I was waiting around for a bridge game, because that was my game back then, and a gin game, which is also my game, at the Cavendish Club, and I found myself playing in a backgammon game with a bunch of people you might not know. Howard Markowitz, of course, was there. Taki, Dean Munch, a few other top Chicago players. Greg DeFotis was one of them, and Bobby Anderson, who was considered to be the best player in Chicago at the time. Hal Mauser. Anyway, great players, and all of it. And they cleaned my clock. I realized that there were things I just didn't know. So, being a bridge player, I called another bridge player that I respected, who I also knew had a little bit of information on backgammon, a guy named Kit Woolsey, and got my first backgammon lesson. And boy, was that an eye-opener, how much I didn't know. Well, today I'm still taking lessons from Kit Woolsey, and here's one, very good one, that's up on the website mindgamecenter.com, where you can buy lessons from Kit Woolsey, Bill Roberti, Falafel, Jake Jacobs, many others, Mary Hickey, for as low as 99 cents. Let's just take a look at this lesson from Kit Woolsey. Black to play 2-1. How would you play it? Well, if you took a checker off the 3-point, join the crowd. We almost all do that, and it's very, very wrong. The right play is to play 2 checkers off the 6-point. Why is that? Well, why should I tell you when we've got Kit Woolsey who can tell you? I'll just read it to you in case you can't read the fine print. It is tempting to play 3 off, ripping a checker off and holding the 6-point as long as possible. Also, 6-3 is attractive, leaving a smooth position. Both plays are 100% safe for the next roll. Despite this, the best play is 6-5, 6-4. Those 5 and 4 points all need all the reinforcement they can get. If you make one of the other plays and then roll 2 5s before you clear the 6-point, you lose your 5-point and might have to leave a shot there. In addition, spares on the 4-point are important. Once the 6-point is cleared, 4s become your problem number as you try to clear the 4-point. So an extra checker on the 4-point is also valuable. 6-3 is better than 3 off, because once both the 6 and 5 points are cleared, 3s will become a problem number once you try to clear the 4-point. The key to this position, as Kit is illustrating here, is looking ahead not just one roll, and looking to see what your problem numbers are, and looking at your overall goal is the biggest thing about bringing it home safely. And by the way, that's the title of this lesson by Kit, Bring It Home Safely. And the whole thing here is you really want to clear from the top. If you clear your 5-point or your 4-point or your 3-point before one of the points above it, your odds of leaving a blot go way up. Your 6-1, your 5-1s, your 4-1s, all those numbers all of a sudden leave shots when you get down to 2 checkers on the higher point. So knowing which numbers are going to be critical to play later is the key in positions like this. And I have dozens of examples from Kit, and of course there's others on this website, mindgamecenter.com, where you can learn about identifying the critical number and why you need to play to that point. Now, for those of you who are technicians and more into the numbers, this was just a sample. As Kit shows below, there are 10 more plays where you can test yourself, and then you can view them as flashcards later on if you miss any of them. And the 10 plays that he shows, he'll actually show you the rollout done by Extreme Gammon, so you can see what the numbers are. There are some people looking at this saying, well, this is probably in a money game or a normal match score, and if you want to get more gammons, you need to take one off. Well, to answer that, surprisingly, you actually win fewer gammons by taking one off. The reason is, the number one way to not get gammoned here is to get a shot and hit it, and you're going to leave more shots by making the wrong play as opposed to Kit's play. I did put the position in so I can show you the actual numbers. By taking a checker off, you win gammons 1% less. So you win more games and you win more gammons with Kit's play. Clearly right for all the reasons Kit states. But again, back to my original hypotheses, you don't know what you don't know. You wouldn't know this unless you studied it. You wouldn't know this intuitively. Albert Einstein could be given the rules of backgammon and shown this position, and I don't think he would readily know the right play here. You have to understand that there are many things about this game that you will discover if you play for 100 years, but you will discover them in 2 seconds if you read something by a master like Kit Woolsey or Bill Roberti or one of the other people on mindgamecenter.com. Yes, this is a blatant ad for the site, and the reason I can do this on the USBGF Facebook page is because Mind Game Center contributes to the USBGF, is endorsed by the USBGF, and vice versa. And we applaud authors like Kit and Bill that are donating a portion of their income to the USBGF as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Any feedback would be helpful. www.mindgamecenter.com. It's also available on your Android, and you can view it on your iPad. On the Android, it's called Backgammon Tutor. Bye-bye.